I'm speaking today as a physical therapist who's had the great fortune through decades of working and collaborating with music therapists. I'm thinking back to my early career when I was working with patients, mostly children, who had developmental delays, and they had been working with therapy for, frankly, years, and they were still not even 10 years of age. And they were slowly getting better, but it was not especially motivating to come to see Cathy every day. I had the great fortune, and am so thankful at that time, that a school district that one of my young pupils and patients attended had decided to onboard a music therapist into their school program. And we got amazing reports from the teacher, especially about one young lady who was born and she was legally blind, so she often sat with a posture of head down, kind of leaning forward, which is not great for your skeleton to grow into that sort of leaning forward posture. So of course, as a physical therapist, I'm supposed to work on getting her head up, her shoulders back, and her wanting to engage with her environment, even though she couldn't really see it very well. So why keep your head up? What motivates you? During the music therapy session in her room, the teacher came back and reported, "You should have seen this child. She was sitting absolutely upright. She had very great difficulty in moving both of her arms and her legs too. But she was attempting, when she knew that there was a toy that made a noise if she touched it in front of her, she would definitely go after it. And even though it was very hard, even with her weakest and most uncoordinated arm, she was making a motion to get it and eventually did get it. She was pretty excited about it and smiling throughout the 30 minutes of the group session. Unlike her smile and limited smiles that she was doing during therapy. So we had a great opportunity to utilize and share goals with the music therapist and co-treat together. And this was probably, I'm ashamed to say, more than 35 years ago that we began working and collaborating. So I think I learned at that time how valuable it is for the patient to be totally engaged in participating. It just unlocks that patient's potential to become different and to become stronger, more mobile, more functional, and also to have a great deal of fun and enjoyment. Now I've been practicing longer and I don't get the opportunity to interact one-to-one with as many patients these days, but I have had the wonderful chance here in my current organization to say yes to an opportunity when our administration presented saying, would you ever want to add a music therapist to your staff in your inpatient rehabilitation hospital? Well, having my experience from many years previously, and gone kind of through the desert without music therapy and just being alone with PTOT and speech, well, we can make things fun. Music therapy is innate and such a basic core concept within every person that, of course, I said, yes, of course. Please bring it on. So we kind of worked together, the music therapist and myself, to create the role of the music therapist in our inpatient rehabilitation hospital. And it is a wonder to, as I walk through the hallway there, to see patients who are having to relearn to walk again. These are adults. And the physical therapist is working, helping them advance their body part forward and keep their balance. The music therapist is walking along beside or walking backwards and strumming his guitar. And the first time I might see a patient, it's rather early in their stay, in their rehabilitation. It's often a very slow song. The pace is very slow, but there's definitely, the beat is being kept by the music therapist. Several days later, I might walk by and see them, the same team in the hallway, and almost without variance, every patient is seen to be walking at a faster pace. The song is faster. They have their head up. They may even be singing, which is not difficult which is not an easy task if you're uncoordinated to sing and walk at the same time. And the music therapist has chosen the song and it's faster. And now, of course, I know that there is proof in terms of research that shows that music therapy and paired with learning how to walk again increases the walking speed for patients. There's that basic innate walking rhythm that we all have, and that somehow when we have a stroke or an accident, some sort of a brain injury, we lose that rhythm, but that when you hear the beat, it comes back to the patient without thinking about it, and it's almost effortless for them, which is wonderful when they have to use such great effort.